EFL Cup, Cardiff 1, Chelsea 3. Very interesting game yesterday. Very, very interesting. It was interesting because people actually expected Chelsea to, to deliver in that game, and they did. And that's what it's supposed to be. That's a hallmark of a strong team, hallmark of a cup that want to actually do very well in Champions League and then in EPL, and other cups too and all that, So, but the most important thing is that let us actually look at what happened in that game yesterday and then see where Chelsea actually did very well. Chelsea, first of all, came in with their second 11, which was expected. Cardiff are just lower division clubs. You cannot use big hammer to go, bring mosquito down. No, nobody say they do them now. You go test other some boys too, where they squad, so you'll be able to encourage them to support them. Even though the first half of that game was quite disappointing, Chelsea don't do well at all. All these guys don't do well. I don't know what's going on. The junior boys actually push them, pushing Chelsea here and there everywhere. I don't know what's going on, But I think second half, coach realized that the way this thing they go, if I know bring in some few men waiting for bench, trouble go deal. So he brought in some few men, brought the likes of Garnacho, brought the likes of Neto to come and support the boys and then, be able to prosecute the game, which they did very, very well. In fact, you see this guy called Garnacho has a lot of potential. That guy is very good. His pace, his dribbling skill, about him, the guy is very, very good. So I think coach, you need to begin to use him more. Use him more to be able to get value for your team. That's what it's supposed to be. But somehow the coach uses him as sub, once in a while. But this guy need to have enough playing time. I think if he has enough playing time, that guy will do very well. He had a brace to his name yesterday, which was a very, very good one, and need to also score two, making it 3 for Chelsea, while 1 for Cardiff. That game was very interesting. Chelsea boys came to the occasion, they rose to the occasion, and they delivered. However, I noticed something yesterday. Some of Chelsea guys, they be like they're happy, they are aggrieved. The likes of Terry George, that guy, from his body language and facial expression, that guy is not happy. So a coach need to look at this guy case. Even though Chelsea ancestor, the man called Tosin, that guy too, they happy the way they see him. He looks aggrieved too. But Chelsea also need to look at his matter. And other few players too, where I see their body expression that yesterday, they're very, very happy with what is going on, which means they are aggrieved, and which also means that their dressing room issue, has not been resolved. The reason why coach has to take this matter very, very serious if you want to retain his position, because imagine the likes of James, Fernandes, Enzo Fernandez, all these other big boys in that team, Casedo, begin to have this kind of situation to belly up and down. More trouble go there. So coach need to hold that particular area very well. Make sure that dressing room rumor, shouldn't persist, because if it does, problem with it. But generally, Chelsea did very well in that game. Now let's look at that people that played that game today. The same EFL game. Man City will be playing with Brentford. Newcastle will be playing with Fulham. And then on the 23rd, Arsenal will be playing with Crystal Palace. Now, if you look at these names I've mentioned now, if you look at these teams I've mentioned now, you see that there's something very special about this particular level in this competition. They will be playing quarterfinals like Chelsea has played. Chelsea qualified for semi-finals now. Man City is there playing Brentford. Of course, for my own prediction, Man City is going to win that game. Definitely, Man City is playing home. Newcastle is playing with Fulham. Definitely to be a cracker, but I see Newcastle, having their way. And Arsenal is playing with Crystal Palace. Arsenal is playing home. Or Arsenal will win that game. Nothing you go fit tell me. Arsenal will definitely win that particular one. And so if that happens, it means that Man City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea will be in semi-final. That semi-final or more, you think go bust. To be honest with you, imagine this caliber of teams in semi-final. But that's what football lovers want. That's what we want. Football lovers all over the world want that, so that semi-finals will be a cracker. To be exciting, it will be entertaining, full of drama, full of controversies. Now that kind of thing we want. So that anybody that qualifies to final and possibly wins the cup, we know that the team actually play tough teams to be able to get to final. That's where it's supposed to be. So that by the time you win the cup, you say, man, I worked for it. I worked hard for it. So it will be interesting. We will likely be seeing a Man City and a Newcastle to survive today. That doesn't rule out the fact that Brentford can also create an upset for Man City. That's also rule out the fact that Fulham going away to Newcastle might also create issues for Newcastle and then turn the game upside down. That's where it's supposed to be. So we'll watch out today. We're here to give you back-to-back updates. And then for Arsenal on 23rd too, let's also see what happens between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. Don't forget that Crystal Palace is actually in form at the moment now. Crystal Palace will be a small club where you could just see me, they sit down somewhere. No, now, you can't try that. So it will be an interesting game to watch out for all these remaining teams that want to qualify for semi-finals. If you are seeing us for the first time, subscribe to our channel, share our videos, like our videos. We appreciate you. Bye.